Welcome to Audio Vault Library, your go-to source for unlocking powerful ideas from the world's best books. Today, we're diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, the wildly popular guide that's helped millions of people upgrade their habits and design a life they actually want to live. If you've ever struggled to stick with a new routine or felt stuck in a cycle of bad habits, this one's for you. Here's the big idea. Tiny changes make a huge difference. That's the core of Atomic Habits. James Clear doesn't just tell you to be more disciplined. He breaks down exactly how habits work, how to build good ones, and how to break bad ones, all using the power of compounding. Let's break it down. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Let's start with the magic of tiny gains. Imagine getting just 1% better every day. It doesn't sound like much, right? But over time, those little improvements stack up. According to Clear, habits are like compound interest for your behavior. Just as money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. The challenge is that results don't come instantly. You might not see any changes after a week at the gym or writing 1 page a day. But stick with it, and suddenly you break through what Clear calls the plateau of latent potential. That plateau is the gap between what we expect and what actually happens. We think success should be linear, but it's not. It's exponential. That's why most people give up too soon. They think their efforts aren't working, when really they're just building up steam. Patience is everything. Focus on systems, not goals. This part flips a lot of conventional wisdom on its head. Most people focus on setting big goals. Lose 20 pounds, write a book, get promoted. But Clear argues that goals are overrated. Instead, it's your systems that matter, the daily routines and habits that lead to those results. Think of it like this. A goal sets the direction, but a system is the engine that gets you there. And if you fix the inputs, the outputs take care of themselves. So don't obsess over the outcome. Obsess over your process. Goals are useful for setting a target, but they can actually get in the way of long-term progress. Why? Because once you hit a goal, what happens next? If your system isn't strong, you slide right back to your old ways. That's why so many people gain the weight back or stop running after the race. It's the system that makes progress sustainable. The 4 laws of behavior change. Here's where it gets practical. Clear lays out a simple framework for building good habits and breaking bad ones. The 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious. Design your environment so the cues for good habits are right in front of you. Make it attractive. Link new habits to positive emotions or rewards. Make it easy. Reduce friction. Start with just 2 minutes. Simplicity wins. Make it satisfying. Give yourself an immediate reward to reinforce the behavior. Let's unpack these a bit. Make it obvious means creating visible cues for your habits. Want to start flossing? Put the floss right next to your toothbrush. Want to eat more fruit? Put it on the counter instead of hiding it in the fridge. Make it attractive is about pairing new habits with something enjoyable. Listen to your favorite podcast while jogging, or treat yourself to a fancy coffee after writing. Make it easy is a game changer. Clear introduces the 2-minute rule. Any habit should take less than 2 minutes to start. Don't aim to read a whole chapter, just open the book and read a paragraph. The goal is to make starting so easy you can't say no. Make it satisfying, taps into our brain's need for immediate rewards. Long-term benefits don't motivate us, but short-term pleasure does. That's why it helps to use habit trackers, visual progress, or small treats to reinforce behaviors. Identity-based habits. This might be the most powerful idea in the book. Clear says that the ultimate form of behavior change is identity change. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, say, I'm a runner. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to be. Want to quit smoking? Don't just resist cigarettes. Start seeing yourself as a non-smoker. When your habits align with your identity, change becomes natural and lasting. This flips the script. Instead of trying to force yourself to act a certain way, you focus on being a certain kind of person. Ask yourself, what would a healthy person do? What would a good parent do? What would a successful entrepreneur do? When you start acting like the person you want to become, even in small ways, your brain starts to believe it. And belief is a powerful motivator. Never miss twice. We all slip up. The key is to bounce back fast. One missed workout or one bad day won't ruin your progress. But letting that slip become a spiral, that's where the real damage happens. Clear's rule of thumb, never miss twice. Life will throw curveballs, but if you make it a rule to always get back on track the next day, your habits stay resilient. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Progress isn't about never falling down. It's about always getting back up. Environment is the invisible hand. One more powerful insight. Your environment matters more than you think. We like to believe we have strong willpower, but often we're just reacting to our surroundings. If your phone is within reach, you'll probably check it. If there are cookies on the counter, you'll probably eat one. Clear suggests you design your environment to support the habits you want. Want to practice guitar more? Keep it out of the case and visible. Want to watch less TV? Unplug it after each use. Make the good habits easier to do and the bad ones harder. That simple shift changes everything. Final thoughts. Atomic Habits isn't about willpower or motivation. It's about systems, identity, and mastering the small things that lead to big change. The most powerful transformations start with the tiniest shifts. Focus on who you want to become, build systems to support that identity, and let the power of tiny gains work in your favor. If you found that helpful, hit subscribe for more insightful breakdowns like this one. And let us know in the comments, what's one tiny habit you're going to start today? See you in the next book.